Yeah.
Underhaven, episode 32, I believe.
Yes, correct. Episode 32, we are joined by Jae Darke once again.
How you doing, Jay? How's life?
Thanks. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me. I love being on here. It's a great fucking show.
Thank you.
It's always good having you. I guess that we hit the extra show goal while we were offline, so
cool.
That's interesting. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that, but thanks. I'll have to check to see whoever donated that, and we'll thank you during the actual bonus show that we do. But yeah, we'll do an extra one next week.
By the way, we were gonna have what was it? Not the YouTube Saints, but half of the YouTube Saints. We were gonna have a Wizard of Cause on.
Yeah. We were gonna have him on. Probably gonna have him on soon. But we're gonna be going on the YouTube Saints sometime next month, in March 8th. So you guys can look forward to that. Yeah, the YouTube Taints, as I like to call them. Sometimes they do shit on Twitch. Sometimes they do shit on YouTube. I don't know which show they're having us on, but we'll give you guys more information in the Discord at a later date about where you can fucking tune into that shit. But
and by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, link down below to our Discord.
Yeah, check that shit out. It's the best place for you to get any information you need about this show. And there's cool people there, like all the people in the chat room right now.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So before we get into thank you. Low energy, clickbait, sad. Dude, nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about, but there's a popular YouTuber called named Not.4Live, and I made a tweet. I'm like, this fucking guy made like a 16 minute long video, placed 13 ads on it, so like half of the video is just like commercial. So I point that out on Twitter. I'm like, low energy, clickbait, greedy, sad, and he blocked me within an hour. So I'm convinced that's like his MO now. Like, as soon as anybody mentions that on Twitter, just like block, you're fucking gone.
I'm surprised that he hadn't already blocked you, concerning that fucking video that you made where you completely fucking destroyed him. That was pretty fucking good.
Let me just get into that real quick. So,
right, sure.
I make this video called Destroying Not.4Live. I do this video series called Destroying, where I just criticize people and kind of make fun of, goofs they had. Kind of like Jack Thompson, I recently did.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I poked fun at an article he made for the umpteenth time about a supposed correlation between real life violence and video games. So
the first SJW, dude.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. So I have that video series, and I did one on Not.4Live, and by the end of the video, I'm like, hey, this guy loves to block out comments from people calling him out on plagiarism, just stolen content from other people, Robin Rams to be specific, and so I urged my audience, hey, just be polite, just ask him on Twitter about this, just ask him, see what happens. And lo and fucking behold, within a day, 50 people got blocked just for asking about it. So I knew what I was getting into when I made that tweet. So I'm not gonna pretend that I'm astonished by this. No, I knew that would happen.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because something really similar happened recently with the Drunken Peasants in their Twitter, where Razorfist blocked a bunch of DP fans because they figured out that his trigger was if you tweet at Razorfist and tell him that he got wrecked in the debate with Kyle Kalinske, he will likely block you. So you can test my theory out if you want, and I guarantee you, if you did it right now, SWEGTA, you'd be blocked by the end of the show.
I should do that now. I'll do that as we play a video.
Yeah,
let's
all right.
Test that fucking theory.
Sweet.
I'll see how long it takes. But
will Sweg be blocked by Razorfist?
Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Nothing of value will be lost. So
he's always looking at Twitter too, dude. So you know that he'll see it and block you pretty quick. Man, do you have the Steve Shives music queued up? Because if you get blocked, you need to play. Yeah, if you get blocked, you need to play that music. I think that would be a fitting way to ring in our supposed internet victim.
Yeah, I'll queue it up. But
Yeah,
but
it's
in the
the small
meantime,
things,
let's get into this. So
Let's
Brett
get into it.
Keane. Yeah, so this is our maybe not definitively final response to Brett Keane, but we're gonna take like a hiatus from the Burger King.
Yeah, hyenas. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, Tweaked.
Yeah, we're making up a show that we missed last Saturday, but yeah, Tweak's one of our viewers who usually doesn't get to watch on Saturdays, so I'm glad to see him here. Thank you for the donation.
Yeah, okay, so I sent a tweet to Razorfist. I'll let you
Yeah.
know what happens.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna keep an eye on his Twitter page, see what happens.
All right, we can talk about the Burger King now, I guess.
Yeah, let's do that. So, Brett Keane has decided to flag us, and there's no reason given. It's just like, just I guess we're supposed to just like make sense of this.
Yeah.
So we'll make an attempt at that. So, Animancer, you have the honor of reading this in the Burger King's voice.
Oh my god. This is gonna get old after the first word, but alright. You're welcome to come to my live show and chat with me. We can discuss why I've reported several of your videos for hate speech and TOS violations and breaking community guidelines. Let me show you the YT rules, kids. Here's the rules, and you broke a ton of them. YouTube rules. Harassment may include abusive videos, comments, messages. So I think that we make it pretty clear, in most cases, especially with like people like Brett Keane and Von Helton. I've said this multiple times. I'm pretty sure you've said the same thing too, SWEGTA. Like, you shouldn't go off after these people in these personal lives. What we're trying to attack is the stupid things that they're saying, right? I don't care about the people. I don't care about the people in their personal lives or their families or anything about that. That's their personal business. That can stay to them. I'm attacking your stupid rhetoric and your stupid ideas.
As a matter of fact, we actually defended Von Helton at one point, because some guy like went on after like his custody of his kids or some shit, and we're just kind of like, okay, if you have legitimate reasoning for doing that, that's fine. But to say that like, oh, Von Helton believes in like odd religious shit, I mean, like, just no.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, people have the right to practice whatever religion they want, as long as it doesn't like impose some kind of violence on somebody else. So we've defended people in the past against that kind of thing. Sorry, just want to point that out.
Thank you for the bits.
Yeah, and that's a good point, actually. The funny thing is, on our last show, I asked Brett about that. I'm like, isn't it hypocritical for you to do the same thing then? And
well, you could say that about every point on this list, though, right?
Yeah, you could. But if you ask him that, he'll fucking kick you immediately. Or immediately, sure, as he calls it.
He's said on before, he has over 30 fucking accounts that have all been banned.
Well, that's what Brett does when he's fucking lost, when he's fucking cornered. He throws a fucking tantrum and he'll either fucking kick you from the room, or he'll go and fucking flag you, because it's like, fuck, I don't have a response to this now. I'm backed into a corner. Time to
just like silence any opposition as soon as they make any kind of cogent point. Just like, no, just can't allow that. So abusive videos, comments, messages. I just want to make it clear, like, we've never been rude towards anyone in the comment section. Like, we've, maybe Animancer's left like some smarmy response or something, but like nothing abusive.
I do. No, never. Nothing that would violate TOS, certainly. Like, I might be like a bit smarmy, like you said, but I'm never like that. Like, I'm never like cool or anything. I'm never like, I'll fucking do all these terrible things. I would never do that. Like, that's just not. So it's fucking bullshit.
I'll look into that. I love Jody. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look into that. We'll research it. I guess.
He's a troll for my chat. Just
yeah. Okay.
Okay, revealing someone's personal information. Oh, kind of like you did to the owner of Atheist FM. Oh,
yeah. Well, okay. Well, I mean, we could list off examples all day about how Brett Keane's violated these himself, right? But the point of this is, when have we ever done that to anyone? I mean, we've gone at like, haven't we criticized Von Helton for putting out like his wife's name constantly or his ex-wife's name constantly and doing a bunch of irresponsible shit that he shouldn't do? You know what I mean? Like oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm obliging.
No. No.
There you go, buddy. There you go. Happy FAP session.
Oh my god. Dude, you ruined my big think. You ruined my huge think. God damn it. Yeah, I think the point I think the point I was trying to make is that we've never revealed anyone's personal fucking info or done anything. Yeah. We've criticized people for doing that type of shit because it's fucked up. You shouldn't do it. And
I mean, Brett.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's a hypocrite.
Brett here is definitely he's being extremely hypocritical. He's definitely fucking projecting here because he does the same kind of shit himself.
All of it.
Yeah, and so like it's so astonishingly mind blowing how he can sit there and just throw out these fucking accusations about shit he does himself. Like this is all stuff that he does himself.
Yeah,
like
it's projection. And I just want to point out, maliciously recording someone without their consent. I specifically made it clear, Brett, that when I played the audio recording of you and me, that was taken from your channel. That was a public video for like months.
Yeah, exactly.
People can probably still find that somewhere on the internet. It's public information. So without their consent, I mean, like you've done that. So you have no room to speak. I mean, like the same thing applies to anything else on this list. But I'm just saying that never fucking happened.
He's just trying to mislead people like he always does in hopes that at least one dumbass will actually believe him in what he has to say, right? That's all he wants to fucking do, even though no one respects what he has to fucking say. Like someone who might have not actually heard of Brett Keane before by some chance might actually believe his fucking stupid bullshit for 1 second. I don't know.
Yeah, or you know, like somebody who's like borderline fucking a mental invalid like Porm Jam or something.
I mean, they learn pretty quick, though. Most of them do, anyway.
Most of them, but not some people like Pormjorm and people like that.
Jae Dubs.
Jae Dubs.
Making hurtful and negative comments / videos about another person.
Oh my god. You want to talk like
you're Brett Keane. You're Brett Keane. There's no fucking. Sorry, go ahead. I'm befuddled by this. Sorry.
No, he makes fucking accusations about people being pedophiles every day. Not every. I was gonna say every other week. Every fucking day, there's a new fucking accusation from him. Oh, this person's a pedophile, and this person's a pedophile, and this person skins puppies alive, and this person raped their grandmother. It's fucking like. How can you not fucking see that this is exactly the shit that you do, Brett?
Yeah,
he can.
Brett Keane makes a bunch of videos on shit that he just wants to believe is fucking true about all the fucking people that he hates. He wants to believe that everyone who is rude to him and hates him is the most degenerate scumbag in human existence because that justifies his shitty fucking existence.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, Brett Keane has actually been, getting kind of friendly with Pastor Steven Anderson.
Oh my god.
I shit you not. He has several videos on his channel dedicated to, like, sucking this guy's fucking dick.
Is this recent?
Somewhat, yeah. I mean, like, I could go on his channel and find examples now if you want me to. But, unwanted sexualization. No. Just no.
No one is sexualizing you, Brett, okay? Trust me. Nobody is
not
sexualizing
even your wife,
you.
Believe me, man.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? I mean, Brett Keane, no matter who it is, he pretty much tries to leech on anyone who has anything tangentially relating to do with DP at all, right? He's done it with the Vigilant Christian, G-Man, like, I mean, I guess he knew G-Man first, but pretty much everyone else involved who's like a Christian or an atheist he's tried to get in contact with. Like, he's been on Non Sequitur before, right after they went on the Drunken Peasants. He's done all this shit, like, to just try and infest people's mind and stay relevant, because that's all he craves is fucking relevance. And that's why the best thing that you can do against Brett Keane is not give it to him, but here we I want to sexualize Brett. No, I don't want to sexualize Brett.
Yeah, you
No,
do. Yeah, you do.
nobody.
No,
does.
I'm not.
Give
No,
your
I'm
meat
not
a
doing.
good old rub.
Oh, who did that? That wasn't me. That wasn't fucking me. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
This is actually a recording of you.
Yes. Oh, I'm fucking coming.
You know what?
Fucking coming.
Brett Keane's right.
Stick
You
your
did
finger in
record me
my
without my
ass.
consent. God damn it, Swag. How could you?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, the video, the audio evidence is right there. And by the way, the rest of this shit, I mean, like, it's, it's total bullshit. Like, there's nothing to any of this. So, I guess we'll just wrap it up by saying, Brett, you're full of shit. Fuck you. Don't fucking false flag. I mean, you're gonna do it even if we condemn it. But, I mean, just, like, have the fucking balls to take people on in an honest way, at the very
you
least.
suck. You suck, Brett. Fuck you.
I love the last bit: cyberbullying, slam, fraud, scam, harassment, drop.
Who did we scam? Who did we scam?
We make like 100 times more money than Brett makes on his YouTube channel.
Yeah,
so
it's true. It is true.
It's fraud. It's scam. Okay. Yeah. Sure, buddy. Yeah.
Encourages audiences to attack other YouTubers is the last thing there, and I find that the funniest because we say constantly not to do that. I don't know. It's
Yeah. Oh my god.
Why is that
my
thing
God,
still in the
fuck.
fucking side ground? Get rid of it.
Oh my
Get
god,
rid of
yeah.
it.
What thing? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't
Get
know.
rid of that. No, I demand. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
All right, we'll do it live. Let's see. So, should we get into Pastor Steven Anderson?
Oh my god.
Oh my
Okay. Yeah, let's get
Alright,
into.
Let's do
Yeah.
You've been deceived tonight. You've been lied to. The media has been brainwashing you week after week and month after month and day after day.
Wow.
No homos will ever be allowed on this church as long as I'm the pastor here.
Wow.
Mr. Anderson.
Let me just make this really clear. The Bible's a
Thank
long
you.
book.
Thank you.
The Bible is 1,189 chapters long. And the Bible talks a lot about everything because it's a long book.
I mean,
And let me tell
Wow,
you something.
such thoughtful descriptions of the Bible. It says a lot of things. Yeah,
it actually
that
doesn't
make it
talk
fucking
about
good.
everything either. It talks about some things.
Just because you can speak doesn't make you intelligent.
It's actually interesting because, like, out of all the things the Bible talks about, heaven is something that it just kind of glosses over at best.
Yeah.
I always found that interesting. It's like hell is very described in the Bible. Like it gets really specific. It tells you all the bad shit you don't want to endure by going to hell.
It's
So,
all
like,
by
you-
design.
Because you have that. Yeah, it is, and I just want to point out why. So, hell, that's like easy for people to grasp. I mean, like, you can just describe
place,
anything
bad.
that. Yeah, it's bad. It's fucking painful. It's agony. It's scary, spooky, whatever. Heaven, to me, that always struck me as like something that the people who wrote the Bible wanted you to kind of just like fill in the blanks with. Like whatever
Right.
jolly shit you want to experience in heaven, it's there. It's nice. It's good. It's paradise. So just like, whatever you enjoy. That's to me, that's always been the case. So it's funny to me that he's like, it talks about everything other than heaven, evidently. So.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
apparently.
actually interesting you would say that because I was raised to actually believe in a specific version of heaven. Like my father raised me to tell me like, oh yeah, heaven is like this, and the way he described it to me, it was always extremely fucking boring, and I was like, I do not want to experience
Yeah.
this for all eternity. It's like a long, boring church service. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that shit, dude. That's ridiculous. Who wants to? Who? How can you entice someone to go to fucking heaven if you're just basically like, yeah, you're gonna be worshiping God for the rest of fucking eternity?
Yeah.
That sounds like fucking hell to me. That sounds like fucking slavery.
Yeah.
That sounds like eternal fucking slavery. That's the worst shit ever. That's worse
what
than
it is,
regular
though.
slavery. That's worse than regular
That's-
fucking slavery, dude.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. And here's the thing, like,
Absolutely.
just like think about what heaven entails. It's like, okay, you die, and you're not just gonna be dead. You're gonna be your consciousness is going to be magically teleported into an alternate dimension wherein you're going to be held captive for all time solely for the benefit of the creator of the universe.
But
which
in the
encompasses
presence of
just
God,
like worshipping him for all time.
Basically,
That's
as
all
a
it is.
drone, basically, for the rest of your days.
but you're in the presence of God, though. What's like? He's the almighty creator of everything. You know, you should be so lucky to be in his presence. I mean, you're like nothing. You're worth shit. You know, I mean that's the best you can fucking hope for, is to just be in his presence, and that's the fucking reward you get.
Dude, I'd rather roast my ass in the shadowy depths.
A lot of instances in the Bible of people cutting themselves with stones. And you know what it is? It's they're demon possessed. They're possessed with devils. Now,
I think this man's fucking possessed by a devil, if anyone. Have you seen how he fucking moves?
Have you ever known people who cut themselves?
Oh shit.
Put up your hand if you've come into contact with people that cut themselves.
I have.
I know that when I was in high school, there were lots of girls, especially, that would cut themselves. Okay?
What?
And I remember there was a song that came
Where did
out.
you go to fucking high school?
I mean, I knew a lot of people that cut themselves. I mean, I was one of those people, honestly, in high school. So I'm interested to see what he has to say here. What's the deal?
Yeah, let's see.
Was I possessed?
By a band called 9 Inch Nails, which is a wicked, satanic, evil band.
Yo, I listened
And
to
the
that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man.
Fuck.
The song was
that's
about
why.
cutting yourself, and this was popular when I was a teenager. This was a popular song, and the song was an anthem.
Oh my
of
god,
these
spit it
girls
out.
in my high school that would wear all black, right? You know what I'm
Thank you.
talking about. They would seek to stay out of the
those were
sun
hot.
because they want to be as pale as possible. They think they're like a vampire or something, you know. So they would always be cutting themselves. And
Wait,
they
did you
would
say
be
that
wearing-
people thought they were vampires?
I mean,
Oh.
honestly, I mean, when I was one of those kids, and I didn't think I was a vampire, but I pretended to be a vampire. It was I was like, fuck this, I'm a vampire. I'm not one of these fucking
Sparkle
fucking
vampires.
preppy normie fucking faggots. I'm not one of them. I'm a.
Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of did the same thing, but not, like, to that extent, obviously, but, I mean, like,
I was a
it's
total emo.
you're expressing yourself through fashion and music.
Right.
And, of course, like, the whole cutting thing, I mean, like, a lot of fucking kids have anxiety or some kind of insecurity, and a way that a lot of people escape that is by inflicting physical pain. It's not a good thing, but it's
a terrible
natural
thing.
It's a natural thing people do. It's a documented thing that people engage in when they are in those kind of situations, for lack of a better term.
I still don't even get what this guy is trying to say about it. Like, he's trying to say, like, I mean, yeah, music can generate emotions out of people, but someone's not just going to do shit like that to themselves because they listen to some fucking music that's fucking mopey and dopey. Like, if they're doing that shit, they've got far more psychological issues and problems going on in their life, clearly.
Yeah.
No, they're
and
possessed.
Here's the fucking the scary implication of what he's fucking saying here is that these people are possessed by demons, and what does that mean? That means they need to be fucking
Exercise,
right? And what's gonna happen then? Like, they're gonna traumatize these people even fucking more. This is what he's basically advocating for here: is to take these people who are obviously already have mental issues and are traumatized and have their own fucking issues, traumatize them even more, fucking make them like amplify their anxieties like beyond all imagination, and then they're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is the solution. This is how we help these people. And these people are just gonna get worse. They're gonna spiral, and it really makes me fucking sad. I am so glad that I was not in a church like this through that time in my life, because I would have. I don't even know.
Yeah,
like, imagine that you're
deep.
like some. Imagine that you're just like some kind of like semi-outcast, depressed goth kid, and then like your local church decides to take it upon themselves to hold you captive and perform an exorcism. I mean, like, that's like the straight up just like opposite of what anybody
sounds like
should even
freedom to
consider
me.
doing.
Hey, it's the most loving thing you could do for someone.
Let's go back to burning witches, right? I mean, that'd be cool.
Burn the witches.
All black, and they would do a lot of just things to make themselves look hideous, like just really strange body modifications. They would dye their hair black. They would paint their fingernails black. You know, I've had
it's self-expression.
It's also sexy. Stop being an old.
Them.
Just because I don't do that type of shit, but what's wrong with people doing it? Like, who cares? It's not hurting anyone. If they like it and they think it looks cool, then good for them. They should do it if it brings them some type of enjoyment or they like how it looks.
I mean, you've never been attracted to a goth chick. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Never happened.
Nails and toenails before. It was when I hurt myself. You know what I mean? Like you know, you're using a hammer and you accidentally slam the hammer into your finger. You know, that turned my nail black.
Shut
You know,
the
when
hell
you're
up.
painting your nails black on purpose, you got a
He's
serious
trying to be
problem. And if you're
charming.
painting
I
your
hate
nails
when he
black and
does.
you're a man, you know, you're probably a sodomite. You know, if you're painting your nails,
You're probably a sodomite.
Wow!
Wait, hold on.
You know, when you're painting your nails black on purpose, you got a serious problem. And if you're painting your nails black and you're a man, you know, you're probably a sodomite.
Well, I am bisexual and I have painted my nails, so I guess point taken. I'll give you
Yeah,
that one. It's Pastor
me
Steven
too.
Anderson.
I mean, that is true. We can't deny that's true, but this guy is a dumbass.
Why
He's a
not?
fucking ass.
What's the fucking problem there? Who's it hurting? Who is either thing hurting? Who am I hurting by being a sodomite or by painting my fucking nails?
Yeah, exactly.
God's up in heaven like, God,
Good.
fucking
I hope
damned. I
Dude.
hate this.
You know,
I
if
wish.
God's an all-powerful creator, why didn't he just design all these people properly?
Yeah, or
Dude.
how about this? Like, if you paint your nails and you're a man, your hand just like explodes or something. Like, that'd be a good deterrent for this kind of behavior if God really condemns it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're painting your nails, period, okay? But anyway, what I'm saying is, you know, you see these girls that are, they're wearing all black, they're cutting themselves, and what did they do for fun? They literally would want to go, let's go to the graveyard. Who was around these teenagers that thought it was cool to go to the graveyard at night?
Oh my
I
God.
like how he's like holding up his own hand, like, yeah, me. Oh, thank you.
There's a
Graveyards
lot
were
of
nice.
bits, thank you.
Thank you.
Graveyards were nice and isolated. They were a good place to smoke weed. You know. I mean, and there were not too many people around, and you know it was dark and disturbing, and you know, you got a kind of eerie sense being there. What's fucking wrong with that?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a bunch of like edgy goth kids. Of fucking course, they're gonna want to go to like a graveyard and be left alone.
Yeah. Again, who are they hurting?
Because I remember it was a whole
Come
crowd
out
of
with your
goth
hands up.
crowd.
This is not the first
Now, I don't
time
know,
we've
is there
seen
still a
Steven
goth
Anderson in
crowd
that
today
position
amongst
before.
teens, or has it become emo? It's morphed into emo. Yeah, times change. You know, but aren't there still certain things that are timeless?
Are there still scene kids? Are there still scene kids that exist? Is that still a thing?
No, I don't see that, and I'm glad I don't see it.
There's always been like a form of like, you know, kids that wear black and shit though. There's like emos and goths and all that shit. There've been that before. Like what's the current year equivalent to that? Is there any? Or has everyone just moved on to Fortnite? I don't know.
Fortnite probably, yeah.
Yeah, Fortnite.
I think it's gone back to goth.
Maybe.
Are still cutting themselves. And let me tell you something. Anybody who's cutting themselves is either possessed with a devil or they're trying to copy someone who's possessed with the devil. You know, they're trying to copy celebrities, rock stars, Hollywood stars that are cutting themselves. That is the only time the Bible mentions it. Because here, this guy's possessed.
Don't you think it's like the other way around? Like a lot of these rock stars appeal to that kind of demographic by reflecting that kind of thing. Like a bunch of people who listen to my music are depressed. Okay, let me make some depressing music and give them like an outlet to express themselves and relate to the lyrics I write.
Yeah.
To me, that seems like a better marketing move than I'm gonna possess a bunch of fucking kids.
Yeah.
No, what are you talking about? You need to get in the minds, right? You need to get in their minds and then infect them, and then you can infect them in the next generation and the generation after until the entire world is under the control of the music industry. 9 Inch Nails will rule the world, and so will the Jonas.
Okay.
Interesting combination.
Let's wrap up this segment by playing a quick clip. I don't expect anybody to have anything to say about this, but I think it's funny.
I will.
Okay.
Now, what's the real Holocaust? Remember, Holocaust means whole burnt offering. You want to know what the real Holocaust is? The real burnt offering is going to be when all of these Jews that don't believe in Jesus Christ go to hell for eternity. That's the oven that they ought to be worried about.
Hey, so I have something to say about this.
Yeah, I did too.
Let's move.
Okay.
Mine is you're a piece of shit.
You're right, Scoob. We're dealing with one sick son of a bitch.
Right.
Oh my god.
Anyway. Without further ado.
Without further ado.
It's him on. Stage wonder. Freemasons!
That they are not what they claim to be.
Grumble, 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 grumble. Conspiracy cucks.
Well, look, for all of us who were watching the State of the Union the other night, the thing that really stuck out the most to me was just watching the facial expressions of the
What about the facial expression of the host of the show you're on? I've never looked at a person before and just been like, this is a straight up evil man. Well, maybe once when I saw like Hitler in a history book, but like, this to me is just like if
This guy's a fucking conniver, dude. He's a Schindler. You know,
this is the type of guy who would like lend you $1,000 like at a bar or something and then break your fucking kneecaps the day after.
Democrat candidates when Donald Trump was talking about how, look, you guys, we've really curbed human trafficking. Look, guys, we've increased harsher penalties for people who rape and abuse women. And then the Democrats were just shaking their head and they were all
that guy's
sad
bullshit fucking smile, dude. It pisses me off. It's infuriating. I just don't like this guy. He has one of those fucking auras, you know, that I just don't like him. I don't even know jack shit about this man, and I already hate him. Fuck.
Yeah,
I'm getting animated like Alex Jones. Breaking the conditioning.
Get raped. They want women to be sexually abused. They want people.
Wait, hold on.
Almost like they want people in this country. They want little girls to get raped. They want women to be sexually abused. They want people to die from fentanyl overdoses. They want dangerous MS-13.
Citation needed.
What a fucking straw man, dude. Hello? Can you fucking prove this? There's people on both sides that use shit like that to their manipulation all the fucking time. What's there to show that either side has any more these days? I'd say that those waters are muddied more than ever.
I just want to point out, Laura Loomer sexually harassed a guy for a long time. And that came to the public's attention. So it's funny to me that she's like, Democrats want this. It's like, that's what you want, honestly.
If that happened to a fucking man, then they would not be doing this right now. They would not be on a broadcast, or wherever this fucking is, even if it's an obscure fucking internet show.
I mean, women can't sexually abuse men, though, so...
Yeah, it's impossible. That's impossible. That's just impossible.
Animals.
Especially not female teachers.
I said animals because they are animals, you know?
But that's what these people are all about, right? Especially these types of panel shows like this, where it's like older people like who don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to like the new political landscape, where they're just blowing smoke up their own fucking ass, agreeing with what each other has to say, and never trying to have like a good, decent dialogue. It's pretty fucking ridiculous, and they're basically just doing the same shit that YouTubers do, like we do here, but worse. Like, look, they're even using fucking Skype and all that shit. It's the same fucking thing, except no one cares about their fucking opinions because they're outdated. They're old fucking hat. You can get this shit anywhere on network television, and no one's watching that shit anymore compared to how they were used to. I don't know.
It's funny too, because it's like, I don't know if you can see it, but this show is called The Silent Majority. It's like,
oh my god.
Last time I checked, none of this reflects the values of like the average American.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. They're just silent about it. They don't tell you about it because they're the silent majority. Okay.
People this is aimed after do believe that they are like the silent majority because they like feeling like they're the rebels of society, like they're the resistance that's gonna come through and like save all of America. And there's a lot of people that feel that way.
People to commit crimes in this country, and it really is sick and it really is twisted. And you have to wonder. You have to wonder what the interest is or what the benefit is for these Democrats in the end, for them to support such barbaric things, for them to be against the president, even when he's making this country safer for these women. And they were talking about the statistics. You know, it's not just Hispanic individuals who are coming over the border illegally.
See, it's
right?
okay this is being said because it's being said by a woman, guys, see?
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's funny, too, because, like, this is what follows after she said that, like, this is what Democrats want. Okay. So you're just gonna, like, tie those two things together and just, like, okay, let me just, like, have this absurd premise and then establish my point on top of that. No, I don't think so. I reject that. You're fucking, you're either insane or you're just full of shit. I don't know which one is more preferable, honestly.
I'm gonna go with both.
Yeah.
You know, Secretary Nielsen had statistics provided to Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi about ISIS infiltration, Islamic terrorist infiltration across our border.
Oh yeah, from Mexico. Yeah, sure. Fuck yeah. Yeah, the Mexican ISIS. They're just like waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. Any fucking second now.
Dude, keep an eye on this Karen Turk lady and see how much stellar commentary she's been providing throughout the entire clip. You'll be amazed by what this woman has to say.
I think it's actually kind of progressive of them to have a trans woman with an evident Adam's apple on. So I give them that.
Border Patrol agents are finding prayer rugs and Qurans in the border and terrorist materials. And Nancy Pelosi had, what did she say? She said, I reject your facts. I reject your facts. So it's very sinister, it's very evil, and this is why Trump should just declare a state of emergency, because it is an absolute state of emergency in this country when you have leading members of the Democrat Party who are opposed to stopping human trafficking, opposed to keeping Americans safe from drug overdoses, opposed...
Oh my god, shut the fuck up, let somebody else talk.
...to stopping human trafficking and sexual crimes against girls.
I guess not.
Amazing, amazing. Karen, what do you think?
Can you speed this up a bit? I want to see if this lady ever actually talks. I want to see.
Okay, I just want to point out, like, all this guy did throughout this entire clip and, like, any other clip of his we've played, all he does is nod and then just go like, oh, what do you think? That's a good point, by the way. So
yeah, I mean, that's an ongoing theme with these right-wing, like, talk shows. And I guess, I mean, there's not really many left-wing talk shows, but I'm sure it's the same fucking...
Well, maybe if you asked Rick Rubin, he would identify as left, but, you know, do the same thing.
It's rejection of facts. I mean, I almost feel like it's a jihad on America. I mean, if you go back 10 years ago and you talk about things that people predicted were going to happen and just about, you know, domestic terrorism and all the things that we can look forward to, this is domestic terrorism at its finest. In certain ways right now...
Oh my god, just go back to not talking anymore. Jesus, look at that, look at that, look at that! Dude, that has to, you know what to do, like...
Yeah, that... She's used to making that face, by the way.
Yeah, you guys... you guys know what to do. People in the chat, you know what needs to be done.
Go the fuck ahead.
Yeah, if you want to get, like, several retweets. If you want to get, like, several retweets from me... then go ahead and, yeah. You know
what to do, people. Really domestic...
I think we're good. I think we'll skip this.
Yeah, skip this.
Ridiculous fucking fear-mongering is, not fooling anyone.
Thank you, by the way.
Thank you. So, Eric Porterfield, let me just give you, a bit of... I'll just play the clip. Fuck it.
Alright, we'll do it live.
Yes, ma'am.
So... right off the bat.
No! Oh my god, what is this?
Ask you this. Yes, ma'am. You have
Is this Jared Genesis's dad?
Yeah.
And a precious son. What would happen if a few years from now, when they're teens, young adults, they came to you and said that they think that they might be gay or lesbian?
Well, I will address my daughter first, as I would take her for a pedicure, take her to get her nails done, and see if she could swim.
So, yeah, and he elaborates on this, and I use the term elaborate, not really in the intended sense, so just listen to this.
If it was my son, I would probably take him hunting, I would take him fishing, and I'd see if he could swim.
What do you mean you would see if they could swim?
I just want to make sure they could swim.
What do you mean by that?
That's it. I mean, I'd take them out to do activities.
Okay. So
okay. Okay, yeah.
So you know how you said the last video was going to be what I can't give any commentary on? Well, this is actually what I can't give any commentary on, because this is like one of the most uncomfortable feelings I've ever felt during perhaps my entire life ever. So congratulations, SWEGTA.
Well, get used to it, buddy, because we're diving head first into the degenerate zeitgeist of Eric Porterfield.
Oh, yeah.
So here's a tweet he made the day after, like, I think somewhere around that span of time. So, this is a Facebook screen cap from his Facebook page. In my office, thinking about my wife and children. I was thinking that if my kids did indulge in any type of sinful lifestyle, I would love them, pray for them, fast over them, and seek the Lord to watch over them. I would not beat them, burn them, shock them, or definitely not drown them. And for those concerned about me, I can swim. Liberals always take the bait, so it's like isn't this like the MO for like a lot of people on the right now?
I was just pretending to be retarded, guy.
Well,
not just that, but it's like libtards triggered. It's like it's obvious what you implied.
Yeah, whenever someone disagrees with them, that's what they can say. Oh, you're pissed off at me, even though, like, usually, like, people are conveying their opinions through text. How do you know that someone who's, sending a tweet your way is fucking pissed off? They could be sending you that tweet and just disagreeing with you in a perfectly calm and reasonable manner. You don't know that shit. How can you tell the tone of someone through a fucking tweet or a fucking Facebook post?
Yeah, and it... Sorry, go ahead.
Here's the thing about that. I mean, if he says like, "Oh, I would love my children. I would pray for them. Faster." Like, why didn't he just fucking say that then? If that's what he would do, like what's with this fucking troll nonsense? Like, I'd see if they could swim. Yeah, I'd take them out and see. And then like, oh yeah, I was just trying to trigger the libs. Like, can no one fucking say what they mean anymore?
No.
Does it always have to be something like
it's all a troll job?
Yeah, always got to be triggering somebody.
Dude, look at this guy's fucking hat. If someone's wearing that fucking hat, you know that they want some type of attention, and that they've... Look at that guy's grin. He knows what he's doing here. He's like, yeah, this is going to get clipped out and become something that's covered on a podcast somewhere.
And I just want to point out that Eric Porterfield is I keep catching myself. I almost say like Porkerfield, because I'm like, he's so fucking fat. But, yeah, he's, obviously he's an elected official who's pro-gay conversion therapy. Something that he caught a lot of flack for, but, it should give you a bit of insight into why he would make this comment.
Is that why he's saying, like, is that his way of saying, I'd take them to gay conversion therapy? Like, because they'd go camping and swimming and shit?
I guess. The way that it sounded to me, I felt like he was gonna, how you can make someone swim with the fishes? I thought that's what he was gonna make happen to his fucking kids, dude. I thought he was gonna tie a cinder block to them.
He would just take them swimming. That's it. Oh, you're gay, son? All right, well, let's go swimming. Because that's like the natural follow-up to that. Yeah, sure. Okay, so like this is, I don't know if we're gonna play the whole thing, but this is an audio bite. So obviously people showed concern about this, and so he made an attempt at addressing this publicly. So this is let's play that.
There's been so much hatred and animosity spewed out towards me, and my safety and protection is always something that I'm sure everyone wants to look out for. and we've been under very, very brutal attacks and assault. And but here on my job, I got to make sure that it is taken care of and trying to do some good things in legislation. But would love to talk to you here and let you listen to some recordings of some of the brutality of this group known as the LGBTQ, what monsters they really are. Thank you.
So you still maintain your committee assignments? You haven't been removed from anything?
You'll have to speak to the speaker about that. And here's the thing, I don't know why I would be removed from any committee assignment. What would be a reason I would be removed from a committee assignment?
What about the comment you made on national television? That might have something to do with it.
It's a figment of everyone's imagination.
Yeah.
Well, no, but like the way he sees it, the only thing he did wrong was hating gay people, and there's nothing wrong with that because they're degenerates. So, I love the fucking mental gymnastics of these people.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Answer no question. Were you removed from any committees?
And what's your name?
Jake Zuckerman.
Oh, Jake, everything there is a no comment for the journalistic integrity that you lacked in your reporting of my stuff. Get Charlie Booth's article on Sunday.
Yeah, Jake, I would love to address this simple question that I just fucking did. But, you know, you're a piece of shit and you lack integrity, so, you know, fuck you.
Yeah, dude, you're a fucking waste of space and air and all
hey,
resources.
Why would people want this guy out of office? He's so likable. He's such
a
good representation. Yeah, such a good representation of the general public and the community. Yeah.
How can you not love that man? Let's be
honest. Because he's a bigot.
Saturday, probably help you. But if you would, all that there has to be stricken because I didn't know that was you, and I'm totally blind. And I think you've done some very serious
totally fucking blind, dude.
and you've helped to incite some hate.
Well,
so everything's your.
How do you respond to the state parties denouncing your comments on the floor?
Who's talking?
This is Dave Mistage from West Virginia Public Broadcasting.
Just very simple. I'd have to look at what the denouncement is, and I'm sure anyone from the party has not heard the allegations and remarks, the intimidation and the threat. Make sure you get all this. The intimidations and the threat.
Oh my God.
Take notice of that. So like when some like news organization that he doesn't agree with as far as like their political bent goes, he's like, yeah, you lack integrity, so I'm not going to respond to that, even though I just did. And then, you know, somebody comes forth and they're like kind of like a neutral party. And he's like, yeah, you know, I'm this victim. My family's in danger, yada, yada, yada.
From you, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if I were his kids and I was gay, I would be terrified to come out.
Hey, Eric, the community, they're just curious about your family's ability to swim. Yeah, they just want to see if your fucking wife and kids can swim. How do you feel about that, you fucking pussy? Honestly, it's funny to me that, like, he gets on television with, like, a MAGA hat and shit, and I don't mind that. You know, believe whatever you want to believe, as long as you have some, like, legitimate reasoning, which I, you know, would be oblivious to since he hasn't provided it. But I mean, like, if you're gonna get on there and make some incendiary fucking comment that obviously implies that you would harm your fucking kids, don't shy away from people asking that and then say that they lack integrity for asking you about it. And definitely don't play the victim card. Eric Porterfield, you fat fuck, you're a fucking pussy. You're a fucking pussy.
What?
And look, you know, anyone who can send this clip to Eric Porterfield, just do that. Please, just tell him that he's a fucking pussbag.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Eric Porterfield. Eric Portlyfield, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Wow. That's one way to... Yeah. No, that was great. That was great. People in the audience, you'll back me up. That was an amazing way to close this out. But...
Fuck yourself.
Wow.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. This is horrible. So let me just set this up. So this video is called "Kid Has to Destroy Phone After Caught Looking Up Porn."
Oh my God.
So, yeah, I mean, like this.
Oh man,
yeah.
I remember when these videos used to be so popular on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Remember the lawnmower over the fucking Xbox games? I know that one was fake. I know most of them are, but we'll see. Let's take a look.
So I'm gonna record you now. So what did you do? You do what? So
you did what? Porn. It's like, maybe not phrase it that way. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
So you did what?
I got porn.
So you like watching adult porn?
I don't know why
No,
I did it.
don't tell me. Tell the camera.
Oh my god.
This is the fucking parent doing this?
Yeah.
Probably.
Wow, this is fucking fucked up.
So the way this was posted on, I found this on Reddit. Surprise, surprise. And the way it was titled there, and I could be wrong. I'm not just gonna assume that this is completely true because it's just some repost on Reddit. But they titled it like Christian dad forces his son to destroy phone after being caught looking at porn.
I think that, like, honestly, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I think that it should be like with the implications that it has later down in someone's life. I don't think that it should be like a legal thing for parents to be able to put like their kids on video and put it out on the internet. It's like,
especially not something as embarrassing as this, because I mean, like, this is permanent. And I mean, like, maybe we're contributing to that by covering it on the show, but the damage is done, as far as I'm concerned. Like, you're not going to be able to retract any of this. This is out there, whether we cover it or not. So
that's the point I'm trying to make. Like,
so if anything, like, we need a legal barrier that prevents people from being able to publicly and permanently shame their kids for something as innocuous as just, like, looking at porn. I mean, like, your son's, like, what, 13? Like, what the fuck do you expect? And by the way, I guarantee you, the dad watches porn. There's no fucking way that he doesn't.
I'll tell you what. This shit's gonna be taken real seriously, in at least a few decades from now, at the least, because eventually down the line, people are gonna see the further, like, down the line implications of how it feels like, when children are exposed in these types of viral videos like this. You know what I mean? And how it could affect them later in their life, perhaps negatively, in getting jobs and shit like that. It could be a very fucking serious problem. And by the time that's a fucking issue, all these kids that were around while the internet was still in its fucking, like, Wild West days, they're gonna be the ones that fucking suffer for it because of fucking parents that didn't even consider once for one fucking second not to turn their children into a fucking viral hit for clicks and views.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna post this to my Christian Facebook group. And people are gonna give me so many thumbs up. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh my god, all those people, they sicken me.
And there are Facebook groups out there that, like, congregate and they like cheer on the dad, like, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah,
absolutely. And it's sickening. Like these people, and see, this is why I have a problem, because I know you were saying earlier, like, people should have a right to practice whatever religion they want. It shouldn't matter. But like, when it comes to raising your children and being like, well, okay, because my religion says this, I'm gonna punish my child for doing something that's not even, like, illegal or wrong. It's just this book that we have says it is, and I'm gonna fucking emotionally damage a child for and it's I mean, I honestly don't know what the fucking solution for it would be. It's fucked up. Like, and I mean, I'm someone that fucking experienced that myself. Like, having Christian parents that are like,
if an atheist father did this, I bet Christians would try to cite it as an example, saying how cruel atheists can be, and that's just how people do.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Swag, can you get a bit closer to where he actually has to destroy the fucking device?
Sure.
This is a parenting problem in general. Just like parents just wanting to, I don't know, have no regard for their children. It's just like, I'm gonna get some views. I'm gonna get some fucking.
Yeah, dude, like, I don't know, like, this is even more fucked up, like, than it was, like, back in the 2000s, like, destroying a kid's fucking game console, because, like, a phone is, like, how a kid fucking, that's part of, like, how they can communicate, and, like, have part of, like, that's part of having a social life on, is at least being connected through the internet in some ways, being able to set up plans and shit to talk to people and go meet in real life, and that's a big part of keeping in touch with your friends.
Well, that's not how it should be. God damn it! Kids rely on their phones too much. They need to stop with the internet and the phones and just
And
Yeah,
the porn.
you know what's really ruining our
sinful.
society? Kids on their phones. That's what's really ruining our society, right, Jay? That's the one. Yeah.
Kids communicating.
Just drop it on the floor. I'm not telling you. You're gonna just drop it on the floor.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No, look. You see that hammer right there? Take the hammer and bust it.
You know what? It's time to teach your kids a lesson. This is a good idea.
I like how it's like an Australian dad, and you're like, he's a redneck.
He is a redneck. You think this guy's not a redneck? Look at this redneck.
Keep on going.
Yeah, you know what though? I say all this, but it's okay though, because this video is fake. You know, it's probably. I mean, like, there's like a 50% chance that this video is fucking fake, and they're like, all right, son, we got you a new phone today. Time to destroy the older one to make a viral hit. We'll post it to some Christian shit and get a million clicks and views and ad revenue. It'll be amazing.
Yeah, see, I'm hoping that this kid is just like a really good child actor.
Yeah, dude, he's a thespian.
He's a lesbian.
Hey, you can't say that.
I mean,
Sure
I
I
heard
can.
that about Brett Keane, but it doesn't make it true.
I mean, like, lesbianism is the reason this is
like
happening
that?
in the first place.
Dude, now he just needs to take the hammer to the fucking.
It'd be fucking awesome if you just like smacked his dad across the face with it.
Yeah, dude. Your phone's next.
Wait,
Wow,
he's
he
got-
gave him. Wow. You know what? This is cruel and unusual punishment. I can't watch this anymore, dude. I can't fucking watch this anymore. This is terrible.
It is.
Yeah, this is terrible. This is bullshit. You know, even though this is clearly an act, it's still terrible. So, hey, can you give me some? We have to have something more fucking uplifting than this to end out the show.
Okay. I have this really okay. So this the video explains itself. Never mind. I'll just play it. So the following is a video that has not seen the light of day since 1995. Bill Gates gives a speech about Windows 95 and DirectX, starring as the Marine from the hit game Doom. Yeah, me too, Mango. Thank you.
Actually,
this is 100% authentic, and it is not a joke. Read Masters of Doom by David Kushner for verification. This video was screened exclusively to attendees at a Microsoft 1995 promo party. Enjoy.
I will not.
This is awesome.
Like that.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
It's Bill Gates looking like a fucking school shooter.
These games are getting really realistic. Next year, I might even play in the big Doom tournament.
Just oozes with charisma and confidence.
You might wonder.
Man, it's
what
been a
I'm
while
doing
since I've seen the Star Wars prequels, dude.
This is like something like Tim and Eric would do.
here. Well, I'm getting kind of an inside look at some of these new games. I think you'll be amazed
what the fuck
at
is this?
all the new games we're going to show you here this evening. We've got a few key points to remember. First,
No, you
Windows 95 is the game platform. Whether it's the best
No, it's
performance,
not.
the best setup,
Yeah,
the best
this has not aged well.
integration, with the toolkits we're putting together, we're going to make sure people are very focused on Windows 95. DOS, it's been impossible to install the games. Hard for the developers, hard for the users, tough support problems, and nowhere near the graphics performance we're getting today with our DirectX APIs. A second key point is that we think the PC really is the
I like how he's like voice cracking throughout this
Oh
monologue.
my god, dude.
for the
This
future.
guy had. Man, this is back when Bill Gates was the one going out and speaking on behalf of Microsoft. Like, hey, this guy has no charisma at all. I'm sorry. This guy's a fucking nerd. He needs to stay behind the desk coming up with fucking ideas and doing that type of shit, what he's fucking good at. He can't be going out here and trying to be like a charismatic speaker. He bores the fuck out of me. Don't get me wrong, he's very intelligent, but fuck.
Yeah, he is. We're not poking fun like at his intelligence. Obviously, we're just like a bunch of fucking retards compared to Bill Gates.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
I mean, like, there's a reason for what. Sure, fine. Why not, Jay? But there's a reason for why, like, he eventually Microsoft employed, what was it, Steve Ballmer or something like that? Like this like ultra energetic, enthusiastic, really like charismatic guy, this public speaker. So I mean, like, obviously at this point, Bill made an attempt at doing this by himself. Like, oh, this will be cool.
Oh yeah. By the way, just to interrupt real fast, can you check your tweet to Razorfish?
Oh, I'm on that.
Dude.
Oh my god, dude, it fucking happened. It happened. I called it.
Oh my god, sure. Alright, you know what has to happen now, right? You know it has to happen. You dude, I told you, this has to happen. It's time. It's time. Yeah, blocked by Razorfist. That's awesome.
Oh my god.
You have been blocked by Razorfist.
It's an honor. It's an honor. Thank you. Thank you.
What a great episode of Underhaven.
Oh yeah, I got blocked by Razorfist for ask. Dude, I'll show you the tweet I sent him.
Yeah, let's see.
Alright, give me a second.
It's in the Twitter feed on the Underhaven server if you want to check that in the info section.
I got it. This is what I said. Aren't you the guy who lost the debate to Kyle Kalinske?
That's all you have to say. People in the audience, if you want to see for yourself, tweet at Razorfist that he got
Razorfist, you know those hypersensitive SJWs you like to riff on?
Yeah.
And guess what, man? Guess what? You're not too fucking far apart. You're not too far apart. God,
dude, I'm so glad that you managed to play the Razorfist song. Thank you very much. It wouldn't be right without it.
Oh my god. Okay, we'll do one final thing before we
wrap
everything up. Actually,
Wow.
let's. Do you guys want to continue watching this? Because Bill Gates actually like shoots a goon at one point, and it's kind of funny.
Okay.
We're going to have the best performance, the way to reach out and do multiplayer games, lots of new peripherals.
I like the gun, trench coat, and khaki combo, Bill. I like that.
And the improvements just keep coming. Our commitment is to make the tools, to make the platform.
You know, it's like maybe Jack Thompson does have a point. You know, I mean.
Okay, here we go.
Better and better.
Yeah.
Don't interrupt me.
Oh my god.
What? Are you? What? Are you kidding me?
Don't interrupt me.
Oh my god.
And
so awkward.
Is I really want to thank all the third parties who've made this possible. The reaction of
I bet the people who like edited this, they just I don't know. I would have laughed my ass off. There's no way. No wonder this leaked. Oh wow.
No wonder they tried to not let it leak. Like they tried to like.
Yeah.
Okay, this is bad. This is exclusive. We'll just say it's exclusive. There we go.
Yeah, they want to keep this refrigerated for all time.
Let's see how he ends it.
In doing that. Well, I better go work on cleaning up this neighborhood here.
Oh my god.
But don't forget, when you're trying out our haunted house, don't lose your head. See you.
Oh god.
Fuck you, Shilry.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
Fucking Shill Gates.
Shill
Thank
Gates.
you, Jay. Thank you, Jay, for being on. It was actually really fun.
Yeah, that was a fun
yeah.
one.
Thanks for having me.
Hopefully next time we'll be joined by either Nick or Jeff from the YouTube Taints.
Yeah. And I just wanted to mention Jay's show was moved to Friday nights, so if you guys want to check that out, you can check it out on Fridays now. Do it. But all right, everyone. Thanks for viewing. I appreciate it.